If you're someone dealing with knee pain, you're gonna wanna watch this video. Here are my 2 favorite things to do if knee pain is something that you struggle with. The first thing we're gonna do, we're using a bench, but don't worry, you can use a wall for this stretch, you can use a couch. We call this the couch stretch because the bench is at about a 45-degree angle. I got my knee right in the crevice here. I'm going to squeeze this glute. This part is really important. You have to squeeze this glute so that you can get adequate length at the hip flexor and at the quad. So squeeze that glute and then push forward. What I love about this stretch is if this angle is too much, you can lower the bench towards, a flat 180-degree angle. Or if it's not enough, you can pull the bench forward and increase the stretch that way. Let's say you don't have a bench, you can do this using a couch. You can use the wall as your anchor point by putting your knee all the way up against the wall. The second thing that I love for knee pain is hip airplanes because that tackles internal and external rotation of the hip and it helps with single leg balance. I'm gonna use this squat rack to help you understand what that's gonna look like. But if you don't have a squat rack, you can use a countertop. You can literally use anything. I'm gonna get this bench out of the way and show you what that looks like. All right, so for hip airplanes, you're going to wanna use something to hold on to because you don't want your balance to get in the way of you doing this exercise effectively. So I'm using the bar as balance. I have a neutral spine. It's really important that you don't slouch here. So nice proud chest, extend the lower back just a little bit. And then from here, I'm going to elevate one leg. Now it's really important. I want you to think about what this hip is doing. So the leg is elevated. I'm thinking about bringing that hip to the knee of the foot that's on the ground. I'm closing in as much as I can. Look at what I do with this foot. Turning that foot in a little bit, and then I open up. The biggest mistake I see on this one is people swing this leg in a million different directions. We're not thinking about the leg, we're thinking about what's happening at the hip. And the reason why this is so beneficial for knee pain is because the hips is what stabilizes knee movement, the ankles as well. So I'm gonna do this for about 10 to 15 repetitions. Open up from the hip, that's external rotation. And then I'm gonna bring this hip towards the knee, hold that for a little bit, and you should feel a big stretch on the outer glute. If you don't, you're probably not lifting your leg high enough or your posture is probably bad. So make sure that your posture is good, the leg is high enough, open up from the hip, not from the foot, and then close from the hip, not from the foot. When you're here, hold that stretch for a little bit. You wanna do that for about 10 to 15 reps per side. Remember, you need to do this enough so that your body can respond to the stimulus and create a new normal that does not involve knee pain. If you found this video helpful, feel free to let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one.